insane. That's something that nobody knows, and I've actually started jiu-jitsu training with him first.
So that will be the next movie.
Yeah, no, I have
That
to
should
cast
be-
him. Like
right?
nobody knows how amazing he is in fighting. He is just insane. And I remember I came to his school, and he was like, "All right, so let's do it." And then we started like rolling around. I was like, "This is a little sexual," but then I was like,
I'm not
"Is this
going
real
there.
or not?" Like I
But
don't.
she's not going there because she has a role.
Exactly. No, I was
Just
like,
not with the older
no, I
guys.
was like, this is no. Thank you. No, I was like,
But if
this
you're
is
young and cute, maybe.
Thank you for the point, for sure. Yeah, no, but yeah, he was like, we were rolling around. I was like, I can memorize this. This is like rolling around in bed plus like having a choreography movement in between.
I always found it so weird with like, to be on mainstream films and they're like, you're going to do this scene and you have to like act like you're whatevering, but you're not really whatevering,
No,
This
it's
is
hard.
so weird.
But this was
so weird.
But it was funny because once I started doing these moves, I was like, this is great, this is fun. And then I started like breathing heavy and I was like, oh my God, I'm like, this is like running out of air because it's hard. I realized it was serious. Like it became super serious. When he started like throwing me and putting me on arm bars and everything, I was like, this is no joke. It's not sexual anymore.
This is the
There's nothing sexual in this anymore.
This is a scene you did in Acceleration with Sean, right?
No, we didn't. We actually don't fight in Acceleration. That's what's funny. Like still
Oh,
nobody.
I thought I saw you guys. do
No,
it.
we
Oh,
don't.
I
Just
thought I
from
saw
No,
this.
we just sat in front of each other in a diner. We have an amazing scene when he comes in and he talks about a pie where it's like
That was a good scene, though.
That's a good scene. Yeah, it
Yeah.
has a lot of underlying meaning behind it, and I'm just sitting like my character's sitting there like completely like nervous of what's gonna happen. And I was nervous. Like he is amazing.
He's
Every
so
time he
good.
looked into my eyes, I was like, I think he's gonna kill me, and I need to like stay cool and pretend like I'm gonna kill him.
I love that
I mean,
when
you
you're
really
acting.
think he's a psycho.
You really think he-
He had,
I
listen,
thought he was psycho.
and I grew up with some twisted brothers,
Uh-oh.
okay? And believe me, he had me going. I was like,
Yeah.
this dude is,
I mean, I just.
No, I was looking at him and I was
sat-
like, this guy has lost his mind. I think
Yeah.
he's gonna kill me.
he
he was
really
cra-
gets into character, and I
I
love
said I
that.
hoped he would get killed.
If
through the
you're
whole
working
movie.
with an
It's like
actor
he needs to
who
die.
gets so into their character like that they literally like make you step back on set where you're
Yeah.
going, whoa.
Well, here's the thing,
I
like
saw that in Dolph though too. And
Dolph
it-
was like that as well. Yeah.
he really had that character, and
Yeah.
he was
Yeah, and we have a
definitely.
wonderful scene when I come to his house and we just like confront each other and we have this emotional like scene going on. That was his favorite scene and we worked on it and I felt like I became like much closer to him as a person after that scene because we kind of like really connected and he was like crying and I was like, oh, yeah. So that I
Fans,
love
you
that
got to get
scene.
out to see this movie. It's called
Yes.
Acceleration. It's out in movies right now. Also, Helle has got her sights set on the new Miss Olympia that's coming out, and I wanted to mention that very quickly. Miss Olympia, what do they call it? They don't call it a pageant. They call it a competition. I
Yeah,
almost said the pageant. I
Yeah,
was like,
it's,
these women are gonna-
well, actually,
it's not a pageant.
I would say Olympia is more like maybe like a fitness event or sports festival because there's a lot of different sports and divisions going on that weekend. Yeah.
Well, they haven't.
Fitness event.
They took out the
That's
Miss
cool.
Olympia, which I didn't even know until we started this show.
Oh,
The
wow.
premise for the show. They stopped Miss Olympia in 2014. When I was growing up, I was a huge Corey Everson fan. I had her posters on my
Aw.
wall. My brother was a Golden Gloves boxer. I did martial arts for 8 years myself, so I was totally.
So you know
yeah,
how much
the
like
whole
hard
thing.
work and
And when they took out the Miss Olympia, because I've always been about, female empowerment, we're always getting held back. We always have to work twice as hard.
we don't get paid
It's
as
true.
much.
Right. It's really true. It's tough out there being a girl. It
Yeah.
can be really tough, no matter what
Yeah.
you're
Well,
talking about.
what happened was 2014 was the last one, and then
Now it's coming back.
Yes, well, the organizers they wanted to go into a more mainstream direction. So what had happened was there was other categories being added, such as bikini, men's physique. It was more like fitness. Just
Bikini, they always had that, didn't they? 'Cause-
no. It's like 6, 7 years old.
Oh, so you have to come out and like.
Yeah, so
Just a little.
it's still small, like a fit.
That
but
doesn't bother me, but I can see where
I would
it's
say
like,
if you're like 20 years old and you have a nice body and you maybe like you train 6 months to a year, you have good genetics.
That was
me. You can do.
I had good genetics.
Yeah,
You still do.
You
I was
can do a
doing
bikini
fitness,
competitions. You don't need like a lot of muscle for that.
It's not like taking
especially
it to this
if,
level.
in the amateurs, like you can do it pretty fast. Bodybuilding takes years, so the thing was the bikini competitors. Of course, it's like much broader, many more people can compete because it doesn't take that much work and time. So they came in the hundreds in a division, like in a class, where we are maybe like 20, 15, because we're just, I'll say we are unique, it takes a lot of years to build that type of body.
So that's why they dissolved it, was because
monetary, it was better. And I think also there was some guys that were sitting and saying, "Oh, we don't think women should look like that." And
well, I had that problem even when I was working out.
It was something.
Yoked, my brother would always say, "Yoked up."
Yeah.
When you get yoked up, even for a role, an
Exactly.
acting role, and I get the arms on me or whatever, the legs. It was always the legs.
And I just don't think it's cool,
They'd say it's not feminine.
Yeah, exactly.
And especially if you're like doing like beauty modeling or any kind of beauty acting or anything like that, like Playboy or any of these type of magazines or roles, they would always be, you are way too masculine, you've got to put the iron down.
And then you got to look at it like...
I have that all the time. People always say that. Yeah,
and a lot of times it's guys that's behind the productions or behind the scenes, and I don't know if they feel threatened or whatever it is, but I feel
maybe threatened. Yeah, maybe you're right.
You
I
know,
have a lot of like people commenting on me saying that I look too masculine, and a lot of people actually think that I'm a guy. Because no, I'm not kidding. I'm serious.
Crazy.
Then my answer would be like, if I'm a guy, why am I getting paid so little?
Yeah, but,
right.
And by the way,
fine, I'll be a guy. Pay me as much.
I lived in West Hollywood for years. Trust me, okay? If anybody calls me a tranny, I always think, and they do that to me because I work out a lot, and then I like to wear a lot of makeup.
So I just want to ask, like, what if a man doesn't work out and he's skinny? Is he a woman?
Exactly.
Well, they've got a term for that too. Now. They got a term for everything. It's called sissy. They call them sissies. Right?
I don't like how people like to put people in boxes.
Exactly.
It's like
People
you have to have a certain look. You have to. I'm like all for like. I also, the way I look is also a fight for women's equality and women's empowerment, because
it's about breaking down barriers, though.
I mean, I've heard like early on when I started in the sport, like, kind of like Pat, like from the guys, oh, you shouldn't get any bigger now, because it doesn't look good for a woman. And I'm like, F you, because this is my life and this is my choice. Exactly. And if I think it's beautiful to build a sculpture with muscles, then that's my choice. It's my life to live.
You look amazing.
Thank
you. look amazing.
Thank you.
But I really feel
I just don't like the stigmatism that you gotta hear. I mean, I get it too.
No matter what it is.
Obviously, you.
Oh, I don't care. I realize that I'm just gonna win an Oscar.
There's always
playing a guy one day. I'll be like, fine. I'll take on that role.
I don't care either.
They call them haters.
Yeah.
Okay. No matter
I never
what
take
you
anything
do,
personally.
they will find fault in you because they're not you. They don't understand being different from them, and so they instantly attack it. And the internet has really brought out like this whole movement of them now. They didn't have those like back in the 80s. When you were acting or putting yourself out there or doing fitness competitions or whatever, because, I did a lot of fitness bikini stuff when I was young, and they didn't have those kind of haters. You didn't get attacked like that. And you really have to be able to trust and believe in yourself at your very core enough to be able to rise above that and say, this is my vision. I don't care that it's not yours, because you're going to be the person that breaks out, that comes out and has the uniqueness that people are going to go, wow, I love that. That's different. Who wants to be like everybody
Yeah,
else?
you have to be
You know what I
very
mean?
strong and
Yeah,
individual,
whether
like,
you're
just
a
completely-
director, a producer,
Yeah.
an actress, or you are a bodybuilder, competitor, no matter who we are, we have to be, that's one of my greatest journeys in life. And I'm just a little bit older than these girls. Not much,
No.
but a little bit. But one of my journeys has been to just believe in my own path and say, I'm different.
Yeah.
I think differently. I do different things. But I like myself
It's
the way I
beautiful,
am.
yeah.
Right.
And that's really that, what it comes down to is like self-love, that you believe
and
that
following
you are
and trusting your own path.
trusting your path and believing that you deserve success. Because
Absolutely.
like you said, there's going to be a lot of people who's going to try and tear you down, and you can't let that get to you. I'm always thinking, that those kind of people, they're the ones that are worse off, because they haven't seen the light. They haven't gotten the acceptance. Like everyone who's like in balance of themselves and feel good about themselves, they don't talk bad about other people. They don't.
I just try to always enjoy the journey instead of the final outcome. I don't really care about.
And then
the
you get
final
to go, oh my
outcome.
God, that would, like she did tonight. She was like, wow, I couldn't believe my movie came out that great. And you're saying, like, I couldn't believe that I won this competition, that now I'm world champion.
It's
and I'm doing
actually
this.
funny.
And that's what's
Like
next.
you said,
But I'm not like I don't get super excited when I see my movie. I mean, I'm very grateful, of course, but I try not to get like super excited. Oh my God, my movie's
like
there!
to
Like,
get, you
because-
don't want to get the
No,
expectations.
No,
But
no, I don't wanna,
before-
no. I just
before
see
we
it like
go-
it's a journey.
Before we go, and we are like literally out of time, I want, and I know you guys heard the message here. This is about women who are coming out, break out, whether you're from a different country or you're starting right where you stand. You have to be able to believe in yourself in
Definitely.
order to make your dream, follow your own path and make your dreams come true. What is it you want to leave your fans with before you go? I want to hear from each of you before we close the show.
Just believing in yourself, like you said, definitely following your own intuition. I think we as women have such a strong intuition about what we want and what's best for us. So don't ever listen to anybody else outside your family, your friends. Men, they don't always understand what's what is your own needs and what you're good at. So just kind of like listen to your own intuition and definitely go out there and do your 100%. So that at least when whatever happens, whatever the outcome is, that you have done your best.
Guys, it's Natalie Burn. Helle.
And also, just go for it. Like whatever your dream is or whatever you want to do, don't overthink it and don't discuss it with negative people. That's one thing that I've learned in life is because
Do you know how I did my movie?
because you'll think and you'll think.
Trust me,
and-
I probably would never have made this movie Acceleration if I was thinking about it. I
Yeah.
made it
Are
in
these
4
women
weeks.
You just gotta
I
dive
did
in
it in
sometimes.
4 weeks.
you
Like
know?
I got it, and in 4 weeks we were already
Guys, we
shooting.
could do an entire another show.
Dive
We're going to
in
have them back
and
on
stay
the show
positive.
again.
Avoid
Guess
negative
what, folks?
people.
That's all the time we have for tonight's episode of Rock and Sexy Uncensored. I don't know where all the time went.
Crazy.
Get out there and check out Natalie Burn's new movie, Acceleration. Follow her. She's on social media at
Natalie _Burn on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Natalie Burn 01.
Get out there and support her projects.
Yes, please.
And get out there, Helle Trevino. Where are your fans following you?
Helle
these days?
Trevino on Instagram stories, Facebook, YouTube channel, Snapchat.
got it
I'm
all.
everywhere.
And follow us on social media at Rock and Sexy Uncensored. And join us again next week for another amazing episode of Rock and Sexy Uncensored on LA Talk Radio.
To be continued.
Sorry, I didn't see the time go. You were like,
Wait, guys.
we were having such an intense thing, right?
Wait.
All the fans were like,
That was super.
thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
That was super awesome.
What an awesome show, though.